it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's look, we are doing this summer glowy, easy, bronzy type of look. I love the way it turned out. This just screams summer for me. It was super easy to do. We literally just used 2 brushes for the eyes. You could even get away with just using 1. Just a warning, it looks like we don't really have much products on, but we actually do. I'm sorry. This is like a summer glam. If you're like trying to look glowing without trying, but you've actually really tried, but it still look natural. So this is this type of look. And before we get into today's video, if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you can hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification button right next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is every single week. And if you guys want to go ahead and see how to get this summery glam look, then please keep watching. Alright, so we're going to do it all today. We're going to do the face, we're going to do the eyes, we're going to do the lips, we're going to do the lashes, but we're going to keep it simple, if that makes any sense. So the first thing that we're going to do is moisturize the face. I've been using this Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. So this feels very refreshing. And the first step before we do anything is moisturizing. Moisturizing is so important. After I moisturize my face, I always like going in with a facial spray before I put any sort of makeup on. I follow it, you know, because I feel like it spreads everywhere, so I gotta follow it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my face first. Since we're not using a lot of colors on the eyes and we're keeping it soft on the eyes, we can go ahead and move on to the face. I'm grabbing my favorite foundation. This is the Mercier Flawless Fusion. I'm just gonna go ahead and start brushing that through my entire face. Now I don't mind if it's not a thick layer because I'm then gonna go in and add more layers when I do contouring and concealing and cleaning up and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna start with a very thin layer at first. I don't want to start with a very thick layer so I don't cake up my entire face. So just spreading it with a flat brush like this, and then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe sponge and just start blending that out. Next, I'm going in with the Becca UnderEye Brightening Corrector. I'm going to first apply this underneath the eyes just with my fingers before I put any type of concealer on. This is just going to really brighten the eye and cancel out any blackness. It has like a pink undertone, so this will help with that. Sometimes I actually just go out just like that underneath my eyes, obviously blend it out more, but I just use this and then a little bit of like translucent powder just so that it doesn't move, and that's it. I don't even put concealer. As you guys can see, this just brightens the eye for like summer look. A little bit of this, a little bit of a bronze, a little bit of mascara and lip gloss, and you're all good. I'm then gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in light medium and just conceal underneath my eyes. And I'm just gonna apply this where I normally would. This concealer does dry up quickly, so I'll do my nose at the very end, but as soon as you put this on, you wanna go ahead and blend right away. Now, since the Tarte Shape Tape was darker than the brightening corrector that I had originally put on, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the brightening corrector, the Becca cream, and then just add that on top of the Shape Tape so we can go ahead and brighten that back up again. Just using my fingers and doing a patting motion, and then back with the Beauty Blender, and then just lightly blend everything out. You want to be gentle because you don't want to wipe away the product that you just put on. Once you have that, I'm grabbing my Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to go ahead and immediately set. Of course, before you set, make sure that you've blended everything out so you're not setting while there's creases. So I'm going to stop right now with the face and move on to my eyes. We're going to go ahead and do the eyes, and then we'll finish off the contouring and blush and highlight and all that for the face. So I filled in my eyebrows, I primed my eyes. I forgot to do this. I only do this when I'm extra, and today I feel like being extra. I forgot to fill in my hairlines. I don't know if you guys see the bald situations that we have going on. So we're gonna go ahead and do this together on camera. Show you guys how I do it. So I'm just gonna get a big fluffy brush and barely dip my brush on a black eyeshadow, and then just start tapping. You can like mix it with a brown if your hair is lighter, or mix it with a shadow color that's close to your hairline. But the trick here is to just do this slowly and in a big fluffy brush and not going too intense, and just in a dabbing motion. We're getting old, you guys. We're getting old. So I don't go too crazy with it, then it looks fake. So I just do a little bit, maybe just a tad bit here. Now I don't look bald. All right, next we're gonna move on to the eyes. So what inspired me for this look is this highlighter right here. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Gradient Glow. And you have 5 different shades of highlighter in one compact. So we're gonna go ahead and use this mostly on the eyes. But before we do that, we wanna grab some warm shadows to just start off the eye look. I'm grabbing my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm gonna grab the shade Desert Sand. And this is gonna act as the base for my eyes. And then I'm going to grab the Jaclyn Hill palette and this shade right here called Butter. And we're just going to deepen up the crease area with this shade. I am using the same brush. I want something a little bit more brown, so I'm going to grab the shade next to it called Pooter. And we're going to go ahead and apply that on top of it. So I'm focusing that on the crease, and then whatever is left over, I'll take it up. So I'm going to grab the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It's the 5 highlighters in one. I'm just going to dip my brush in there so I get all the colors, and I'm basically going to apply that all over my lid, and I'm taking it up to the crease. You guys can also wet your brush if you want it more pigmented. This is just going to give you a beautiful, summery, soft, glowy look. So I know things are not blended right now, but that's okay. We're going to blend it in a minute. I'm then going to go back in with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm grabbing this shade right here. It's called Celestial. This is supposed to be a topper that you put on top of shadows. So it's not going to be super pigmented, but if you guys look closely, when you reflect, it has like pink undertone. So when you like move your eye, it's going to like have little pink flexes inside of it. So I'm just going to grab that shade and put it on top of everything that I just applied. And these shades are going all the way in the inner corner, all the way on your lids, and all the way up to your crease. So you're just going to be a glowing goddess. So once you have that shade all over your eyes, basically, I'm then going to grab this shade right here. This is Roxanne from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to go ahead and start blending out the crease so that there's not any harsh edges and the highlighter is not like a straight line showing, and deepening up the crease at the same time. I'm taking a little bit more of that color and making sure I'm going all the way in the inner corner, so that way we can create some shadow in here. I'm going back in with that same shade, Roxanne, from the Jaclyn Hill palette, same brush, and we're going to go ahead and put that color all over the lower lash. I'm going pretty low with this shade. The only 2 brushes that I've used are these 2 right here. I've used the M330 to apply all these shadows, and then M224 to apply the highlighter on my lid. You can even just use this if you want and apply the highlighter with your fingers. So don't be afraid, guys, to go really low with the under eye shadow, because this is really going to bring the whole look together. I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill, the Vault collection, Armed and Gorgeous, and I'm grabbing this shade Coin right here. This is the most pigmented gold I've ever owned, and just with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the very center. Not doing too much, just in the very center, so I can have a little bit of an extra gold pop. This shadow is way more pigmented, but I'm just using a soft hand and barely tapping because I don't want it to be like boom in your face. If you want a more precise application, you can go ahead and use a brush. I'm going to go back in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector and then just applying the highlighter between Coin, and then grabbing the brush where I applied the shadow without any products on. I'm just blending it out. I'm then grabbing a very thin brush, and then with the Becca Skin Perfector, I'm gonna grab this shade right here. It looks like it's the lightest shade out of the 5. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on my brow bone. So I went ahead and curled my lashes and applied a coat of mascara. I'm then going to go ahead and put some falsies on. I am trying out the Eyelure Luxe in the shade Opulent. They are a mink effect lashes, as it says up here. So let's see how they look on the eye. Thank you, Eyelure, for gifting these for me. I am super excited to see how they look on the eye. So since we're not doing any liner today and we're using a lash that doesn't have a thick band, you want to make sure that you put a very thin coat of glue on, so that way you can't see that line on your eyes. We're going to go ahead and wait about 30 to 60 seconds and then pop these in. Oh, these are so cute! Lashes just make everything better. So once your lashes have dried up, I'm gonna go in with my mascara. I'm using the Voluminous L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna apply a very thin coat so I can go ahead and squeeze my natural lashes with the falsies. I'm just focusing on the roots. I'm not really taking it all the way up, just so I could squeeze those two in together and there's not that gap. I like the ends to be a little bit out, so I'm just gonna focus on putting the mascara right here, so those look the most intense and fluffed out. And then with my finger, I'm gonna go ahead and just squeeze the lashes together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and coat my lower lashes. When I coat my lashes, I like to just swipe it to the side. Once I have a layer on, I'm gonna coat my mascara again, and then just focus in the very center of my lower lash. And this is just gonna give the illusion of longer lashes. Alright, so now we can move back to the face. I'm using a concealer to bronze up my face. I'm using the Jordana. I came across this and I absolutely love this to bronze up my face. It's the Undercover Cream Concealer, and this is in the shade Sand 06. I'm gonna go ahead and just place these in the area where I normally bronze up my face. And I'm using an e.l.f. bristle brush like this. I like using these types of brushes to blend out my contour and blending it upwards to my cheekbones. When you're blending your forehead, make sure that you take the product into your hairline. I'm going to use the same brush to just blend out around my lips. This is just going to give the illusion of bigger lips. We all want that. And I'm using a brush to blend out the nose. Once I have that blended a little, I'll go in with my beauty blender and then just start blending out some more. Now after I have that bronzer on, that's when I like to go in with my foundation and apply another layer just to clean up this part right here and underneath my jawline, so we can sharpen this part out as well. So I'm just gonna grab a flat brush like this, squeeze in a pump of my foundation, and we're gonna go ahead and start just sculpting the contour and sharpening it up. Once I have that placed with the flat brush, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender or my sponge and then just start blending that out. Alright, so once we have that cleaned up, I'm going in with the Milani Powder Foundation. This is in Natural. And I'm just dipping it in with my Morphe sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and just start placing that where I place the foundation, just to set that. Next, I'm grabbing the Milani Bronzer XL All Over Glow. This is in 02 Fake Tan. And just place that on top of where I placed my contour. I'm taking that to my cheeks as well. This will act as the blush. And I'm also taking it towards the middle of my nose. So that will help with that tan, bronzy, I was in the sun type of look. I'm gonna go over my nose contour with this shade right here. I'm just going in back with my beauty blender and then just blending everything out. For blush, I'm using this palette from Morphe. It's 10B, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of pink blush on here. That's it. I'm even gonna tap and then just start placing that from here up till here, but I wanna focus it right here And then whatever is left, I'll go ahead and take it to my cheeks. You guys see how pigmented that is? I'm not even gonna finish blending it out till I put some here. Barely tapping it, we're gonna go ahead and put that on the tip of the nose. All right, now we're gonna go in with the fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and before I apply any highlighter, I'm gonna go ahead and spray that all over my face. Oh, I could do this for like ever. And while the face is still wet, I'm going in with the highlighter that we used on the eyes, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And I'm gonna go ahead and just blend all 5 colors and start highlighting my face. We're gonna go ahead and put that on the forehead. We're just gonna be glowing everywhere. On the chin, on the Cupid's bow, and on the nose. And you guys can go ahead and put another layer on if you just want to start blinding people. Put some on my shoulders and my collarbone. And to finish off this look, we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful fuchsia hot pink liquid lipstick from Ofra. This is the long-lasting liquid lipstick in Unzipped. So I'm first going to line my lips with the Soar Lip Liner by MAC. This color just screams summer, screams vacation for me. I'm just going to use a dried up concealer to conceal around my lips. And we're going to go ahead and finish off the look by setting our face one more time. Alright guys, so this is the completed look right here. What do you guys think? I really like the way it turned out. It looks like you don't have a lot of products on, but you actually do, but it's okay because it looks cute. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Let me know if you guys want to see any other specific makeup look next. I would love to do them. And let me know your plans for summer if you're doing anything interesting. I will be back home for a whole month, so that's my summer plans. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!